Spoiler warning, Brave Citizen ending isn't just shocking, it's a lie. Buckle up, because this breakdown will rewrite everything you thought you knew. The movie begins with a high school that has won the Best School award for 2 consecutive years. However, the reality behind the award is far from ideal. A notorious student named Sue Gang leads a group called the Sue Gang, known for bullying other students. Despite their violent behavior, neither students, teachers, nor even the principal dare to confront them, as Sue Gang comes from a wealthy and influential family. Sue Gang and his gang brutally torment a student named Jin Ho, choking him until he loses consciousness. A gang member named Min Ji records the incident. They then take Jin Ho to a room and play a game where he gets beaten every time he loses. Sue Gang watches from the audio room, gleefully broadcasting Jin Ho's screams across the school. Though everyone hears it, no one dares to intervene. That enter the protagonist, Simon, who has just joined the school as a temporary teacher. Though hired for only 3 months, she hopes to earn a permanent position by being diligent and well-behaved. One day, while in the washroom, she overhears other teachers talking about how the previous teacher who sat at her desk had committed suicide due to student bullying. This revelation shakes Simon, but she pretends not to have heard anything. Later, another teacher, Hoa, shows Simon a video where Sue Gang and his group are seen harassing an old woman, who turns out to be Jin Ho's grandmother. Hoa also reveals that Sue Gang was expelled from his previous school for severely beating a student. She warns Simon to ignore such behavior if she wants to keep her job. Though enraged, Simon says nothing and vents her anger on a punching bag at home. Simon is visited by her friend Quan, a police officer. They practice boxing together, and Simon easily overpowers him. It's revealed that Simon was once a top boxer and was close to winning a gold medal, but gave up her dream to help her father, a former boxer now burdened with heavy debts. She runs a gym to support him and works part-time as a teacher back at school. Simon tries to be friendly with everyone and ignores the students smoking to blend in. But one day, she sees Sue Gang and his gang brutally beating Jin Ho again. They've even covered the CCTV cameras and are suffocating Jin Ho with a plastic bag. When Simon tries to intervene, a student named Lee warns her not to. He explains that Sue Gang's mother is a lawyer, his father is the chief prosecutor, and they're also school trustees, meaning no one dares oppose him. When Sue Gang threatens to kill Jin Ho's grandmother, Simon steps in and pretends to intervene by accident, falling in the process to avoid suspicion. She discreetly helps Jin Ho and tells Sue Gang to go back to class. Curious about her, Sue Gang's friends reveal that Simon is the replacement for the teacher who committed suicide. Infuriated by his first defeat, Sue Gang vents his anger on his friends. Meanwhile, Lee is seen training with Simon's father, who runs a restaurant where they met. The next day, Simon invites Jin Ho to her office and asks if he's reported the bullying. He says he has, but no one, including the principal and the police, helped him. Instead, they advised him to leave the school that night. Simon recalls her painful past, when she lost her chance at a gold medal and was scolded by her father, who even disowned her. Back in the present, Simon tries to confront Sue Gang on the school rooftop, asking him to stop bullying. He responds with harassment, and Simon quietly walks away. Soon, all the teachers receive a message exposing Sue Gang for bullying a student. Panic spreads across the school, and even the principal is shaken as the news reaches the education committee. Sue Gang's enraged mother storms into the school, demanding to know who filed the complaint. No one dares speak, until Simon steps up and claims responsibility. Sue Gang's mother assaults her, but Simon remains calm. Later, Sue Gang demands that the principal expel Simon. Though the principal confirms she's been fired, Sue Gang shockingly kicks him and demands Simon's reinstatement. Meanwhile, Simon, sitting upset on a sidewalk, is approached by Quan, who tells her they need evidence before taking down Sue Gang. Frustrated, Simon doesn't act, until she sees her father picking up kids after practice, reminding her of her sacrifices. Soon after, Sue Gang's gang confronts Simon at a store and tries to intimidate her. She stays calm and walks away. But when one of them bumps into her and slaps her, she snaps, knocking him out with a single kick. That's when Simon decides it's time to fight back. The SU gang is playing basketball when he gets into a brawl with another team. Watching from afar, Simon seizes the opportunity, dons a cat mask from her gym, and attacks Sue Gang's gang. Lee, who had just arrived with fried chicken, stays hidden and watches. As Simon beats up one of Sue Gang's gang members, police arrive, forcing them all to flee. The next day, Simon is in high spirits. Her attack video, in a cat mask, goes viral across the school. Students now see the masked figure as a hero, even drawing cat masks on Sue Gang's seat, which enrages him. Meanwhile, Simon joyfully dances in her gym wearing the same mask until Quan advises her to pursue justice, not revenge. Simon then burns the mask that elsewhere. Sue Gang plays a twisted game with Jinho again, but Jinho escapes to Lee's restaurant. Lee's boss helps him, and Lee rushes to tell Simon, now certain she was the one in the cat mask. He also reveals he was the one who called the police during the basketball fight that fed up with his misery. Jinho arms himself with a knife to face Sue Gang. As Simon attacks Sue Gang again, Jinho arrives with a knife. Thankfully, Simon notices in time and stops him, but she gets stabbed in the process. She's hospitalized, and her father, while scolding her, sees the cat mask and realizes what she's done. He puts it on and decides to fight Sue Gang himself. That Simon soon leaves the hospital, despite her injuries, and finds her father badly beaten. Fueled by rage, she vows revenge. As they drive home, her father confesses. During her big match, he accepted a bribe offer so she could pay his debt. That's why she intentionally lost. He apologizes, and Simon is moved to tears. The next day, Sue Gang's group searches the school for the masked hero. They inspect student's hand for a knife cut, but find none. Suddenly, Sue Gang sees Simon wince in pain after being bumped and realizes she's the masked vigilante. He grabs her injured arm and confronts her, asking why she saved Jinho. She replies that she wasn't saving Sue Gang. She was stopping Jinho from making a grave mistake. SU Gang tries to suffocate her with a plastic bag, but then notices a flyer for the school's boxing championship. He changes his mind and challenges her to fight him in the ring. With no other option, Simon agrees. Meanwhile, a hopeless Jinho tries to jump off the school roof, but Simon stops him in time and reminds him of his grandmother. He breaks down crying and hugs her. The showdown arrives. Jinho distributes cat masks to students to cheer for their anonymous hero. The whole city is talking about the fight. As it begins, Sue Gang proves to be a strong fighter and dominates Simon. During the fight, Simon's hair comes undone, revealing her identity. Think you could survive Brave Citizen World? Tag a friend who'd fail miserably. Don't forget to subscribe, unless you're scared of the truth. Thanks for watching.